When I hear the word community, I think of my childhood neighborhood.
I think of the library or the farmer's market and like parades.
Community to me means a group of people who have a common interest. Be that somewhere that they want to, like a place that they want to make better, something that they all want to share enthusiasm with, or just a group of people who want to give each other support. It's a word that means people who have something that they want to build rather than something they want to tear down.
I think of a group of people coming together, living together, and doing things together.
I think of being able to come together and help out with what we can do when others can't. Just being able to bring out all of our talents to be able to, help each other out.
I think of my family and the people who support me.
I think about, honestly, just all the people around me. And personally in this community, it's a college community, so I think about like people learning together, people understanding each other better, and like making friends, making connections.
I'd say I first think of the NBC TV show, but after that, just maybe people my age in Logan, probably here on campus, that are sort of like-minded.
I think of groups of people who help, care, and provide for each other.
I think of people living together in a society, cooperating, and helping to support the entire community as a whole through their own actions.
I think of like a room of people, but not like a huge crowd. And everybody's smiling and laughing and like communicating with each other, like talking to each other. And you feel like you can walk into that room, and even if you don't know every like individual person, I feel like I can just mesh into that feeling of laughter and safety.
I think of a network of friendship and support. I feel like my community are the people that I can consistently rely on.
When I hear community, I feel that we should be able to be united, be able to work as a group, and be able to figure out that we are all different. We all have different backgrounds, and sometimes we need to be very respectful.
When I hear the word community, I think of my family and my friends. I think of a safe space and an environment that I'm very comfortable in.
I think of selflessness. I think of people doing things for one another out of love, and I think when you love someone, you just do things to help them because you want to help them feel good and help them with whatever they might need.
I mean, I think of a group of people that work together to create good things or make change.
I kind of think of community as kind of like a group project where people are actually putting in their effort, at least for most of the time.
The place we live and the people in it.
I think of Logan here in Utah because I feel as though I've been able to build a lot of strong connections and do community organizing, and I think of chosen family and making a space for maybe people who don't have anywhere else to go. I think that's mostly what community is.
Community is important to me mainly because even as a person living with a whole bunch of other people and a person that is around people all the time, it's really easy to feel lonely.
I think community is an opportunity to get to know yourself and like what you enjoy, who you enjoy being around. And I think that's really important to continue growing as a person, is to kind of figure out what community you belong to and kind of where you fit in.
Because the basis of society is cooperation, and if we all do our part as a community, then we create the community we live in.
It provides comfort, shows me that there are people who think like me, who are like me.
It's how we're connected.
We gravitate towards other people, and we want to have people who we feel know us, who see us, and are willing to help us when we need it, because we all do need that sort of help.
To me, I really focus on community building here because where I grew up, I felt as though I didn't necessarily belong anywhere. So I strive to create an environment where anyone feels like they can be accepted.
It creates a warm, good environment for everyone.
Because it's a way of bonding with other people through like multiple different things.
Well, everyone needs community or they get really depressed.
Because it's a group of people that you know have your same interests and goals and that you can rely on.
Humanity as a whole is very social. You know, we create like social understandings of the world around us, even beyond like the humans. Like we create bonds with animals and even with objects, you know. Community is important because us being social is important.
If there wasn't a community, then nothing would happen.
I think it's important to have people around me to support the things that I do. I think it's important for me to also support people that I care about.
It's important because it's nice to be able to know that you're able to go to other people in case that you need help, and that they're able to come to you if they need help, and we can all just work together.
You can find it anywhere. You can find it in family, friends, in educational settings, in people who share similar interests as you, as well as in people who share the same struggles as you.
Community is important to me so that I don't feel alone in the world. I feel like right now, especially in the United States, things are kind of crazy and all over the place, and if I didn't have my community, I think I would feel very lost and alone.
Sometimes we don't communicate enough, and so when we try to do those kind of things is we're able to find hope in clarifying how we can help those that need help.
My hopes for my community in the future are that we can be treated as equals and that we can be viewed the same as everybody else and have the same rights.
I want to see my community thrive in creative and academic spaces.
I mean, community is very broad, but everyone that I consider like close to me, I would hope the best for them.
I really hope that just the general sense of empathy and kindness can just flourish within all of our personal relationships and our relationship as a whole.
I hope that the community in Utah of people who sort of think the way I do can get bigger, can feel a little more protected, just can thrive a little bit more.
I hope that my community will outlive me, and that even if I am not here and I know I'll move away when I'm done with college, that I will have maybe contributed to a network of support for people who need it here.
That it continually improves and people understand the value that they have individually, and that we all contribute to community, good, bad, or otherwise.
For me, I mostly hope that people will take a little bit more time to reflect in the future. I think that a lot of people just blaze their way forward and act without thinking too much. But if the things that that society is doing right now, if those are good things, I think reflection and education will both help to create a future where people feel like they're in control of their lives and where they feel like they are accepted in whatever community they find themselves in.
I hope that we can all be united and hopefully get through the hard times.
I feel like today in this world, there's a lot of hostility for if people don't agree on certain things. So I hope that for the future, we can be more, we don't have to agree on certain things, but we can be more respectful towards like just seeing how other people see the world and their views in life.
I'm hoping that in the future that it'll be more common for people to be able to go back into that mindset of being able to go to your neighbor and ask for the cup of sugar, ask, hey, can you watch our dogs over the weekend, and then being able to do the same, and you're just able to work together and just, you know, bond over it.
My hope for my community in the future is that we continue to be kind, understanding, and empathetic of others, especially those who are different from us, because we are all human, and though we have our differences, we can all care for each other and try to be more understanding.
I really hope there can be a lot more understanding in my community. I feel like a lot of the people I'm around have opinions that are very different to mine, and they can be a little bit hurtful sometimes, but I think with further growth that people can understand each other better and lead to less hate.
My hopes for my community for the future is that the community won't die.
That everyone does enjoy being together and working together and living together happily.
I love the idea of a community being open and bringing more people together. And I think right now in the environment we're in, you don't really have the opportunity to feel very included. So I hope in all the communities that I find myself a part of that they become more inclusive.
But I hope for the future that we can work together and be able to be supportive of each other. Different things are going on right now, and so I wish that we can get better.
Inside the city that I live in, I want to be able to connect with more people and meet more people that are like close to me just proximity wise, and then I hope that other people are going to be out there looking for the same thing. Well, it's great to connect with people online. I think those people that are geographically close to you, the people that live in your own city, that live in your own town, are going to be the ones that are going to be able to help you if anything really goes wrong. We need to count on those people, so I think we should just continue seeking each other out and not hiding in our houses or apartments and just worrying about what's going on screens and worry about what's happening in real life.